If you need your badges grinded, and trust me when I say I know that it is a grind, you can go on Twitter and ask Elite Badge Grinding and they will do it for you. You just pay a small fee and your player can be maxed out immediately. Go check it out. ¿Qué pasa to the pack? It is Pack here with another video today, and in this specific video, I'm a little late to the party. See, NBA 2K releases screenshot talking about the release dates of NBA 2K21 Next Generation, and clearly in this picture you see Zion Williamson in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. So this is technically the official first screenshot of NBA 2K21. We did get the trailer, but that was a trailer, and a lot of people are arguing that that wasn't real gameplay, that was actually just like a cinematic trailer, and technically the lighting isn't the same as, you know, how you're gonna have lighting in 2K. So this is technically the first straight up real screenshot of the game, and it looks beautiful. But I do have a couple critiques about it that I'm going to talk about in a second. But before this video starts though, be an OG, join the pack, and subscribe. Okay, so here is a screenshot compared to NBA 2K21 Current Edition. Obviously on the left is Current Edition, on the right is a screenshot of Next Gen. So just looking at these objectively without describing anything, obviously, clearly, they look different, and obviously the one on the right looks a lot better. But I'm going to start going into detail and discussing why I don't like a couple of things. First things first, I want to say the most obvious part, the lighting is completely different. Lighting is straight up so much nicer on the right. Yes, there's lighting on the left, on the forehead a little bit, on the nose, but on the right, it is clearly all over his shoulders, neck. And what the lighting is doing is that it's showing the details of the face, making it look a lot more realistic. It looks great. I won't even talk about the sweat because we meme about the sweat all the time, but it looks solid. The lighting looks perfect, really solid on Zion Williamson. I also want to compare the lighting to the trailer that we got, and as you can tell, this is definitely the exact same player model, meaning that the trailer that we got is actual gameplay itself, not a cinematic trailer. I can confirm 100% that the trailer we got is actual gameplay. Now, is it in a court, an NBA court? No, but it's definitely gameplay. You can see from how the shape of his face is when he makes that face, the lighting is pretty accurate and comparable on the left and right. Here's a bunch of screenshots showing you. The one on the left on this one obviously looks a much more dramatic than on the right, but the lighting is very different. I mean, the court is very different, so the light's different on the left than on the right, but it definitely looks similar. And same thing on this final one. Definitely looks like the same kind of player model. This is just confirming that it is gameplay. Now I want to go back to the NBA 2K21 Current Edition versus Next Generation picture. So here is the biggest thing. There are small changes to the player model of Zion himself, but that's really it. It's kind of low-key the same player model, and I got a lot of trouble in Twitter for saying this. I was kind of saying that this is basically the same player model, and a lot of you got mad. But if you really look at it, there isn't that many changes. There is changes to the lighting that I've already discussed. I've already covered that. But the player itself, there is not many changes. So first things first, let me go into the details. So the first thing I noticed is the neck. Obviously the neck is not detailed at all on the left, which on the right, it looks a lot more realistic. You can see the veins on his neck. The lighting is shining off of his neck. You can see all the little details. That is straight up realistic to me. It looks very solid. The next thing is the jawline or the chin. You can obviously see that it's a lot more detailed and defined on the right than it is on the left. Not only that, you can see the jawline technically, while on the left you can't even really see it because the lighting isn't that good. Not only that, the beard hair, or I guess the facial hair, is slightly more detailed. I wouldn't say it's enough to really like go crazy about, but it's definitely different enough to talk about it. It's a little more defined. The lips, I'm talking about a player's lips right now, but the lips, the tongue specifically, a lot of people have been talking about the tongue and how it looks a lot more realistic, which I guess I agree with. It's also the teeth that are a lot more detailed. You can tell it has a lot more polygons in the teeth. I can definitely say that for sure. The nose is a little more rounded and bigger on the right, just barely, but more detailed because of the lighting. The ears are straight up redone, which is a nice, I can say that for sure. The ears are straight up brand new on this character, or on this player model on the right than on the left. It is completely redone, looks a lot more realistic to Zion. And also the forehead, the lighting on it, you can see kind of like the brow kind of push out a little bit. The hair is the exact same, the eyebrows are the exact same. The biggest change I think they really did to this player model, and which I think you can already tell, is the eyes. Not only the eyeballs themselves and how like light is reflecting off the eyes, the shape the eyelids are doing when he makes a screaming face, and then the kind of like the lower part of the eye right here is also very detailed as well. So there's a bunch of things going on here. Like there's a bunch of little things that they fixed here and there. You could also argue that the jersey, you can kind of see the little holes in the jersey now, which is also a little more detail. So there's little fixes. And at first I complained about this. I was like, this isn't like groundbreakingly different graphically. I mean, yes, it looks a lot like Zion, but I was expecting a little more change, a little more like complete change. In fact, it's just a little change. And the lighting. But this is what people were saying. They were saying, yeah, okay, Pack, I agree that maybe it's not a crazy change, but we don't care about that. We care about the gameplay, the movement, the animation. Is it better or is it worse? That's what people care about the most. And you know what? That's my fault for focusing so much on the graphics. Y'all are right. I mean, this already looks pretty realistic. Already looks pretty photorealistic. Does it really matter anymore? What really matters now, at least in my opinion, and probably in a lot of y'all's opinion, is the gameplay. Is it been fixed? Have the loading screens been fixed? Is it faster now? Is the UI faster? Is loading into the game faster? Is the servers fixed? Is the delay gone online? That's the things that we really, really care about. Not graphics anymore. I mean, I do care about graphics personally, but most of y'all don't care about graphics. And not only do y'all not care about graphics, y'all don't care how good it looks anymore, because it already looks pretty good. And that lighting is beautiful, and they need to hold on to that lighting forever. That's really, really good. Overall though, this does a couple things. It confirms that it is a little better. It confirms that the lighting's been improved, and it confirms that the trailer we saw is actual gameplay of the game. So these are things that have been confirmed. I'm very happy with this. I'm sorry I'm very late to this news. I know it kind of sucks, but I'm here now. I talked about it now, and I'm excited because it was confirmed by Ronnie that we're gonna have a brand new trailer really soon of Next Generation. They didn't say what day. I'm gonna assume this next week or this coming week is when we're gonna get some kind of trailer, and that's gonna be crazy exciting to talk about. But what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think this looks a lot better or just barely better? Or do you guys even care about graphics and do you care about more of the gameplay? I want y'all to leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time. If you want all the latest news of NBA 2K and also NBA in general, you should follow me on my Twitter account at PackHoopsYT. Not only that, I do giveaways all the time when it comes to VC, games, and also even consoles. So check it out, follow me, and see you there.